Joe Biz34 back again, and I wanted you to get a really good look at this figure before I started talking. You saw the unboxing, you saw the certificate of authenticity that comes with the card. That has Sly's signature on the box. Many people involved with this, and this is one of the first, I think, releases that came right from Sylvester Stallone's personal shop, his store, directly from him. So this is not, Hot Toys. This is not Sideshow. This is not 3-0, even though we all know 3-0 does Rambos. And their First Blood is pretty good too, but it's a very different take on it than this one. This one's a very low-key version when he first comes walking into town before the mayhem starts. And I know a very popular look for this one with the jacket on, is the army jacket, is the him having his blanket and duffel bag there rolled up with his hands in the pocket, when you see him first stroll into town. Of course, I wanted to do a little bit of a hybrid there, make it a little more interesting by having him hold that dagger, that hunter's knife, because that's a really nice knife that comes with this set. So I wanted to show off. Matter of fact, I might have him holding it backwards. I can never tell because the blades are here, but it might actually need to be flip-flop. But I'll work on that. I'll figure that out. But you get the point. From this angle, it looks cool. It looks badass to show the ridges there, show how sharp it could be. But got the hand in the pocket trick where you actually remove the hand, so there's actually no hand there, just a hand peg. So you can kind of have it go into the pocket nice and easy. I've seen poses where, people are doing like in the movie where you see both hands in the pocket, and I didn't want to completely, like I said, replicate that. I wanted to kind of put my little spin on it. So this is sort of like he's casual, but, he's ready for something. He's prepared. So the jacket is incredible. That's probably the most impressive thing on this figure. The clothing. He does have his dog tag chain on that you saw in the beginning, but it's underneath the jacket. And I was looking at references from the stills in the film, and you don't really notice or see dog tags in this scene. So it's on him. It's safely secure. If I wanted to show it or have it stick out, I could. But I don't want to lose them either or keep him in the box. So it's part of him now. It's in there. You can kind of subtly see it. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can kind of see it right in there. In the darkness by his neck, you could see the dog chain there, the dog collar chain. But look at the zipper, look at the material, look at the U.S. Army, the very subtle, it's kind of like faded, but it's there. Markings on the jacket, really cool. The stitching is great, the American flag right there. This is really nice. I mean, the weathering and the stains and the sort of like the material with some of the dirt and wear and tear in it looks really good. I'm very impressed with this jacket, much more than I thought I would be. Because I've seen videos and I've seen pictures of this figure, but seeing it in person, it has like a little bit of a darker hunter's green look to it. It even looks brighter on the camera than it does in person right now. And it's really nice. Same thing with the strap for the hunter knife holster there, right? With the that goes around his leg. Very nicely done. The bag is cool. The blanket. And then the bag is really nice and detailed. See the straps there. And some stains there. The boots are cool. Real leather look with the some wear and tear, some weathering with the laces. And the one thing nice is that the laces do come pre-done, so you don't have to deal with that, because I hate dealing with 1/6 laces on shoes. You have no idea how that irritates me. This cool base where he's on the street is the sewer cap. Concrete like the road. This is kind of depicting the scene when he's walking on the road coming in, and then the cop starts to hassle him. Why are you riding me? Great scene, by the way. As far as the head sculpt itself, I am impressed with it. It does look like him, and it is better in person. I know some people were horrified by some earlier preview pics or proto pics, or even people that I guess were first getting in hand. Everything is really it really depends on the lighting. And I think some people sometimes either they don't know how to take good pictures, or they do it on purpose to kind of bash on something. And I've seen pictures of this where it looks really horrifying, and it actually is not that bad. Is it Sylvester Stallone? Yes. Can you tell it's Sylvester Stallone by looking at it? Yes. And as long as you can get that far alone, then it's a job well done. If somebody came in this room right now and said, and I pointed to this figure and they say, oh, it's Sly Stallone, or it's Sylvester Stallone, or even if they say it's Rocky, right? Because this could certainly be a Rocky sculpt as well, or Rambo, which could be a good thing and bad thing, which I'll talk about in a second. But if they recognize who the guy is, he's got the typical, the nose, the eyebrows, the puppy dog look in his eyes, the sadness, the catcher's mitt kind of face. It's all there, man. I mean, the details are great. The subtle, the lips, the coloring of the skin, the lips, the subtle 5 o'clock shadow going on there. I mean, it's well done. The hair looks nice, even though it's sculpted. Now, is it totally accurate? No. I think the hair, like kind of like with if you combined the sculpt from the 3-0 First Blood Rambo a little bit with this, and you morph the two together, you'd have like the perfect sculpt. The 3-0 one looks closer to his look with maybe the bushier curly hair, and a slightly younger looking Sylvester Stallone. Where this, the hair is slightly too short, or maybe not curly or long enough, and he's got a little bit more of a mature Sylvester Stallone look there. Like this looks like Rocky 3 or Rocky 4 Sylvester Stallone versus, First Blood. So I will say they kind of missed the mark a little bit on the type of Sylvester Stallone look they were going for here. I mean, if I pop this head off right now, put it on another body that has boxer shorts and boxing gloves, you would say, oh yeah, that's Rocky. Probably from like Rocky 3, Rocky 4. So again, did they make him? Were they successful in making him look like Sylvester Stallone? Sure, you definitely know who this is. I just think that the sculpt does miss the mark a little bit on the time frame or the aging of how he looked in this film. If you do some side by sides, you'll definitely see some things that are off. However, I'm not going to complain. At the price point and the overall look, it's John Rambo, and it's from the first movie, and the idea of him in this from this scene, this pose with these clothing, I think it looks fantastic, and I'm very happy, and I think it's a great job overall. And I thought originally his Rambo 4 was the one that was pre-ordered first and sold out and was going to be the first release, but I think this is the first one that came out. And there's others he's got there going on, and I think he's going to do some other stuff. And I'm really, he's doing a Cobra, and I think other Rambos, like I said, a Rambo 4 or something. And I'm really interested to see what else is coming from his shop, specifically. If you're a fan of his characters, like the Expendables, Rocky, Rambo, Cobra even, or, would really be cool if he did a Nighthawk figure. I mean, his look from Nighthawk with the glasses and the beard, that would be a conversation piece. That would be something cool, like owning Taxi Driver, right? With Robert De Niro. It would be like sort of cool to own something like that, like something more offbeat. So I'm looking forward to see, what's the future for him and his store, and what else he's going to come up with, or his company is going to come up with. Let's face it, 1/6 is catching on fire, and everybody's jumping aboard, including Sly Stallone. He's a fan. I've seen his unboxing videos. He did a video unboxing and showing this, and he's digging it, and of course he's going to make money off of it, but he's liking the hobby. So anyway, guys, just wanted to do this quick review. If you are a Rambo fan or a Sylvester Stallone fan in general, and you want to support him in his store, or if you just want this character for your collection, go for it. This is a very nice figure, and it's historical. It's one of his first that he released, so that'll always be something that'll probably make this figure of value or conversation, because it was the first release, just the way we talk about the Mission Impossible 2 figure being the first one that Hot Toys did, and so on. So it's definitely a conversation piece for sure. Yeah, really cool. Go out and get one while you still can. All right, guys, Jobus34, peace out.